We have no viewers anyway.
That's okay.
Not yet.
We better get viewers or else I'll cry. Hey, how come some things have Facebook Live and some things don't? I'm the admin of my big main group, and I don't have Facebook Live.
It's our gradual rollout.
Oh, it's a beta. Okay.
Also, we're gonna just talk nerdy stuff right now.
Mhm.
No one's watching anyway.
Mhm.
Anyone in your group can broadcast live, so
That's
you guys
cool.
should be able to broadcast live in my group once.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know that I love that.
I don't know either.
I feel like it's gonna get annoying.
Well, it's like anything, right? The
Kimberlina's
Snapchat
group-
filters are already annoying,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even
It's
have them,
fine.
and they're already annoying. I don't get how do I get them? I have to
They're
have
on
the
your
stickers?
Snapchat.
No, I think I have to earn them, don't I?
No.
Well, then you have to show me how,
I will.
because I don't know how. Is
Snapchat.
anybody here?
No one's here yet, but it's early.
Okay.
I should
Yeah.
have left us muted till someone showed up.
You could. Okay, here's Snapchat.
I'll just, out of the saved broadcast, I'll cut all this stuff out.
Okay.
If I can figure it out.
So we're just learning how to Snapchat.
We're gonna learn how to Snapchat.
Okay. So
Oh, we have 2 viewers. That's
Oh,
exciting.
yay! Good.
So
okay.
you like tap your face.
Oh, I
Not,
tapped
don't
my-
take
oh,
out it. That was awful.
that was really awful. Okay.
So
tap
tap
my
your own face until, like, hold it until the little thingy comes. Just you.
Oh,
See, and then you.
oh, creepy.
Yeah. Then
Cool. Do you guys know about this?
I just taught Carol how to filter.
Open my
on
mouth.
Snapchat.
Okay, see, that's cute. All right, thanks.
So we're an
Sorry.
open Q&A over here. All right. I think we'll wait a few minutes. We'll give people
Okay.
some time to figure out the technology.
And just hang out while she drinks wine. Mhm. Cheers.
This is an adult broadcast.
This is an adult broadcast. Adult with a capital A.
Something like that.
It's not turning into that. So anybody who tuned in with an accidental link, this is not happening.
Anyone who's like, what are they doing?
What are they doing? Yes. 3 viewers. Tell us who you are. No one?
Can you chat in the chat? Is there a chat? I feel like there was a chat last time, but maybe there wasn't.
Tell us if there's a question bar. I guess you can't if there isn't one. It's like, say if you can hear me, and people, if you can't hear me, you don't know.
Oh, well.
Someone ask a question just to see if it works.
Can someone ask a test question for us if you have the question option? Although if they're watching YouTube, they can't. They can only ask questions on if they're watching on Google Plus.
So if they're watching on the YouTube, they can't ask anything.
No,
Okay.
so we just told you to do something you can't do.
Oh, there we go. Hi.
Yay. Okay, so I'll show you how this works because
Okay.
you're gonna have to do it later. So you hit select.
Okay.
It puts it up there. And
Okay.
then when you're done answering it, you just hit done.
Okay,
And
cool.
it disappears.
Awesome.
It's exciting.
Hi, Melissa.
You knew who that was?
Yeah, it said Melissa.
Oh,
I
did
think
it?
it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Unless
know.
I'm on crack and it just,
I
I thought it said Melissa, so I just said Melissa.
Oh, look, more people are saying hi. Oh yeah.
Yay!
Oh,
See,
yeah.
M Sharp and
Mesbo.
Mesbo9.
Mesbo. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so clear those out.
Hi.
Hello. Okay. We're going to. I don't know how. Do you know how we had 20?
I don't know how many.
I think
because
you
I
did.
didn't
So
get
we have
the
5
30.
people now.
Okay.
Hello, Sarah.
We still have like 3 minutes, so just hang out. Hi, Sarah.
Yeah, we'll wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
We are not particularly entertaining though.
We are. We'll dance.
Who's we? Okay. All the things to cut out of the permanent record of this evening.
Oh, that's me now being texted. Somebody saw my amazingness.
Hi. Is it Delana? I'm so worried that I'm going to say it wrong.
Delina?
Delana? One of those.
Hi.
Hi. Boop. It's exciting.
People are here.
It's like the internets are magic.
There's more than 4 viewers though, because more than 4 people commented, so that doesn't make any sense. Or they got sick of us dancing and they left. I say us.
Or,
when I mean
yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
I wouldn't know. I have no idea.
It's true. Is that the new one?
There we go.
You just got stuff all over.
I didn't get anything on it. You got
Is
espresso.
this the pretty one? This is
No.
this is the ugly one. That's why. This is the demo one. This is the pretty one.
Anyone on my Instagram already saw this?
Oh, so we're gonna be using this palette today on Stephanie. I have already done her brows and her foundation.
Do not normally look like this.
She is cleansed and ready to go.
Yeah.
Gooled out.
Right? I look like I have normally colors that are not all the same.
That's right.
I have blush color thing. What I don't know.
There's no blush on you.
No, but I mean normally.
Normally you have natural cheek
natural
blush.
cheek, yes, that thing.
But when you foundation and do a full coverage foundation, then you're going to take away all the natural colors.
I am a blank canvas.
Yes, you are. I'm going to paint you. It'll be pretty.
Like one of your French girls.
I'll paint you like one of the French girls.
Okay. What time is it?
It
Okay,
is
7:05.
7:05. Okay.
When would you like to start? It's up to you. Would you like to start now?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm Stephanie Osterman, for anyone who has never had the pleasure or the curse, I don't know.
Or the curse.
I am half of the brains and beauty behind Smarty Skirts. Dee Robb is the other half. She moved away to Dawson Creek, and she's currently at a Pilates class. Mm-hmm. So she's doing something healthy for herself, and so am I. This is Carol Thompson.
Hi.
Carol is a national director.
I am an executive senior sales director.
That thing. Mm-hmm. For Mary Kay. She has a pink Cadillac in her driveway. We're at her house today, and she's going to do spring makeup refresh, which is a big thing because I wear a lot of really dark makeup, so this will be very different than what I normally have on. And we're going to do lip lining 101, cheek contouring, and spring smoky eye.
Okay.
And what I'll ask you to do, you can ask questions. Just note that while we're working, I'm going to take these off, rendering me blind. Carol will be working on my face. So we may ask you, you may have to wait to have a question answered, but Carol will keep an eye on that part as well, but I won't pressure you to do too much. We'll have
good. I used to have a wandering eye as a child.
Okay, excellent. Both.
Just watch it.
All right, so here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to let Carol take over. I'm going to shut up.
All right, so really quick, all I did, first of all, for Stephanie was I just did her foundation. And one of my favorite ways to do a very light layer of foundation is to use a kabuki brush or a mineral powder brush. So that's a flat, you can see that that's flat on the tip. This is a really nice way to get a really even coverage and to just really get all over the face. You basically just swirl it all over. And I filled in her brows because we're not doing that in the class today. So all we're doing is the spring smoky eye. I'm going to be using this amazing Patricia Benaldi palette from our new spring collection. Now keep in mind I am a Mary Kay director, but I'm not making this product focus, so I'm not selling you anything. You can do any of these with your similar products at home, okay? So this isn't a Mary Kay exclusive sort of deal. If you want to buy things, I will not stop you, obviously, but you don't have to, okay? So we're going to use this palette, not the glosses today though. The glosses are really pretty and sheer, but they won't really go with the lip liner because then you end up with that creepy 90s lip with the outside line and nothing else. So I'm going to use these beautiful purpley and gray and brown colors, and they're actually lighter than they're showing up on the camera. They're very sheer. So we're going to use that on her eyes, and then I'm going to show you how to very easily highlight and contour. And I think there's a lot of YouTube stuff out there that shows you how to tiger stripe your face, and it takes a really long time, and I don't really like that. I'm a busy woman, so I prefer to do things quickly. All right, so first of all, do you know the difference between your brushes? If you do not, that's something that you might want to look at. The shorter and denser that the bristles are on your brush, the more product will go on. The bigger and foofier it is, and yes, foofier is a word. I have an English degree. Foofier is a word. Then the less product goes on. So then the closer to the palette versus the farther away from the palette. It's kind of like when you buy a paint chip, or don't buy a paint chip, they give them to you for free, at Home Depot, and you can see the very color variations. It's kind of like that. So if you ever buy a color that you think is too dark or a blush that's too dark, the bigger the brush, the less product is going to go on. So because we're doing a spring smoky eye, we're not going to use a really dense brush like our smudger brush. We're going to use an eye color brush. So this just looks like that. It's just a flat paddle brush, so that you can get a lot of product on, but it's going to give it a little bit more of a sheer coverage. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use an eye primer. This is a cream eyeshadow. It's called Beach Blonde. Mine's almost empty. I use it a lot for my clients. It is a cream eyeshadow that you can wear by itself, but it also has a built-in primer. So it gives you a little bit more doing two-in-one things. I like two-in-one. So I'm going to dig that out with a Q-tip because this is my demo and nobody likes pink eye. It's so weird. So I don't want to, be digging my fingers around in there. However, I'm going to sanitize my fingers so that I can use them to apply this to Stephanie's eyes. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to apply this all over. So eyebrows to eyelashes, not on the brow like I just did. Don't do that. Do what I say, not as I do. Okay. So just all over, patting it in. You can see it's super pretty and super sheer. Nothing crazy. It's just going to give you a really nice, light overall base. So what it does is because it has a primer built in, it's going to make your eyeshadows go on smoother, and then it's going to make them stay on longer. Unlike a lot of cream eyeshadows that are out there, it will not crease on oily eyelids because there's a primer inside. Some cream eyeshadows do not have a built-in primer. I don't recommend. Now, every single color in this palette, I'm going to show the pretty one and not the demo one. Every single color in this palette is shimmery. However, if you're trying to create some sort of depth in the eye and you're trying to contour the eye, you don't want something shimmery there because what's going to happen is then you're going to create a shimmery crease. On Stephanie's eyes, though, she has standard shaped eyes. She doesn't have a deep set eye, so she can get away with putting something shimmery higher up. She doesn't have to worry. So today we're just going to do it with the shimmery colors. If you have a deep set eye, you're going to choose something a little bit more neutral, about 2 shades darker than your skin, to give it a contour. So I'm going to do that first just to show you. This is not a necessity for Stephanie because she has that, she has those perfect YouTube tutorial eyes. I don't. I have little tiny pea holes in the snow eyes, and I have to create some sort of depth and contour for mine. So with a crease brush, so that is this one, and it's got that tilt. I'm going to just keep your eyes open. I promise not to stab you. Okay, and I'm just going to follow that right above where her lid is open. That is just higher than her crease. So can you close now for a second? Can you see how that's a little higher than her crease? And because this is matte, what it does then is it's going now open. It's going to minimize that bone and bring the lid forward. For her, this is not an issue. But for me, that's a big deal because I need to bring my lid forward. So I'm going to match you up on both sides. Any questions so far? And when you're doing this, by the way, like a windshield wiper, make sure that you blend. Blendy, blend, blend. So just like that. Good, no questions? Hopefully people are still there. Hi.
Yes, we have people.
Good.
6 of them.
So now, I have a really, this is really dug in because, we dig into things. So this is a brand new palette that I'm going to hold to the camera. I'm going to use this really beautiful light pink shimmer. And just with my normal brush, I'm going to put this right here in the tear duct. And then right here underneath the brow bone. Because this is light, but not crazy light. You want that great, that crazy eyebrow arch white thing that we did in the 90s. Not in, don't do that. All right, so just a very light shimmer there. If you are over 45-ish, don't do that. You don't need any highlight there. So right here, the top of the brow bone. And then right here into the tear duct. And you can see how already that just sort of wakes up and brightens up the eye area. Can you see that on the camera? Can you zoom in?
Can I see it? I'm like,
can you?
The answer would be no.
No.
I can see a blob-shaped me.
There's a blob-shaped Stephanie right there. Pretty.
Okay.
Now I'm going to
Can you zoom in?
Can you
yeah,
zoom
I can
in?
zoom my
can
body.
Can you zoom your body in? Now I'm going to take this granite-y color. This is a beautiful, silvery gray. Tap off your brushes. Do not blow on your brushes. I'll know. And I will come into your house and pull your hair. Don't do it. Don't blow on your brushes. When you blow on your brushes, you put bacteria for your mouth onto your brush, and then you give yourself eye diseases. Disgusting. Don't do that. So granite on the lid. So lid is wherever you can feel eyeball. If you can feel eyeball, there's lid there. Okay. So close. And this one, I'm just going to press into the center of the eyelid. Just like that. Just press it in. Press, press, press. So with a shimmery color, you can do that with any shimmery color. It's just really pretty and light. Now I'm going to take the purple. This is kind of an orchid purple color. I keep forgetting where the camera is, so I'm like, here. Oh, no, wait.
Up here.
There we go. So with the purple, I'm going to do kind of a creative. You see where this crease line is? I'm going to pull downwards from that. I forgot to tap off my brush, so this is in depth. I'm going to pull downwards like a kind of an angle, like this. Now, I had some fallout because I forgot to tap off. Just look up for a second. Brush that. If you suffer from fallout, this is like an infomercial. Do you suffer from fallout? If you suffer from fallout, the way that you can help is by doing your foundation after you do your eyes, or you can put some translucent powder underneath your eyes while you're doing your eyeshadow and then sweep it away. If you are doing a super dark, smoky eye, you'll want to do your foundation after you do your makeup so that you're not dealing with cleaning up afterwards, okay? I'm not super worried about it because I'm going to be highlighting underneath Stephanie's eyes anyway. So tap, and then from the crease, pull it downwards. So you get this little bit of an angle. Can you see that? Good. Now I'm going to go back to my pink, tap that off, like really tap it off. And I'm going to blend using this. And the way I'm going to blend is by going in circles. This just leaves no harsh line. Just in circles. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Those are scientific terms. Whoosh, whoosh. And pretty. So super light, super pretty. Spring is not about dark colors. Spring is not about a dark, dark, dark smoky eye. Now, instead of using an eyeliner, I'm going to use an eyeshadow. So I'm going to actually use our smudger brush, and I'm going to spray it with finishing spray. So this is going to help intensify the color. I'm just going to give it a swoosh. You can do this with water too. I like a finishing spray just because it is going to help intensify the pigment and it's going to keep it on. You can buy a finishing spray from lots of other companies as well. I'm going to go into the brown. This is that beautiful mushroom espresso-y brown color. And I'm going to use this as an eyeliner instead of using an eyeliner. And I'm just going to follow the natural curve of the lid back and forth on top. See? When you're doing this, you want to gently lift up the lid so that you're getting right to the eyelashes. You do not want to reef on your eyes. Anytime that you pull your eyes, you are creating wrinkles. No, no. All right? Very gently. And if you like a little bit of a darker look, you can intensify that at the edges. See? Pretty, pretty. Now, I'm going to do, any questions? No?
That was a text message.
Oh, that's a text message. Sorry. I was like, oh, there's a question. Any questions so far? Come on, ask me something.
Anything?
You know you want to.
They're like, no, we are listening carefully. My eyes are watering.
I'm sorry. Did I stab you?
No, they water all the time.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I will clean up afterwards. So mascara. Here's the trick with mascara. Mascara is designed to stick to the base of your lashes, not to the ends. Make sure you are taking your time to get right to the base. That means you're going to wiggle it and then pull out. And yes, I did just say that. All right. Wiggle it and then pull out. There is product on both sides of the wand. And the worst thing you can do is hold it like this and only use one side. Roll it as you do it so that you can get to the product on the other side. This is going to be super weird for you.
Close my eyes or what do you want?
No, just like that. Don't look. Look away from the brush. Look at my boobs. So wiggle and pull out. If you get mascara on your face,
which I do every time.
Which you do, like everybody does. There is no one who doesn't, so get over yourself. You are not alone. And that sounded like a telemarketer. You're not alone.
Or if you're like me and you sneeze after you put your mascara on.
Okay, wait for it to dry. Mascara is designed to stick to the hair. It is not designed to stick to skin. So wait for it to dry. And then you can flake it off with just a Q-tip. Talk amongst yourselves. Topic, Industrial Revolution. Neither industrial nor revolution. And go. How's that feel? Good. You're fine? Okay. Now, because I have our mascara on, now I'm going to go underneath her eyes. Same thing. One spritz with this. I can mix it up. I can do a little bit of purple underneath her eyes if I want to. I'm not going to today. I'm just going to use the brown. But you can. Just a little bit. Now I have wiggle it just a little bit.
I see. Yeah, okay.
No. Okay. No. All right. So, any questions so far? Can you kind of zoom yourself in? Sorry. Zoom in. Good?
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, everybody. So that's it. So really what you're doing is you are picking 3 colors or 4 colors. 3 is lots if you don't want to go for 4. A lot of people are like, a lot of my clients are like, you want me to 3 eyeshadows? 3? Like, I only just do 1. That's okay, all right? But a light shimmery color on the brow bone and in the tear duct will really, really open up your eyes. Keep whatever's on your lid light and shimmery, and then keep your darkness of your colors to the outside of your eye. Is really the basics. All right, if you want to contour and you want more of a pronounced lid and less of a pronounced brow bone, if you have a deep eye or a hooded eye, stick to a matte color there. If you have aging eyes and you have a lot of crepiness on your eyes, a lot of eye wrinkles, first of all, you need an eye cream, like, dude, get one. And second of all, you need to stick to matte shades because that's going to make a big difference for you, okay? Any questions, comments, concerns? No?
We need a yay, so we know
we need something because I feel like I'm just
we're
talking to
well,
the
really,
others.
we're just hanging out together.
We're just, you know, hanging out and doing makeup and talking to myself.
They're like, no.
No, they will give us nothing. Nothing. Fine. That's fine. I don't need you anyway. Just kidding.
No, nothing.
Nothing. Somebody say hi, please.
Over here? Nothing over there?
Nothing.
All right. That's all right. We're here still.
Nobody?
We're still here. We're going to keep going.
We're just keep going. Okay, so you can see that this is a really soft, light look. We're going to do a bit of a darker lip because I'm going to show you how to do a darker lip. Before I do that, I'm going to teach you how to contour really, really easily. So this is my new favorite thing, or not new. This is an old favorite. This is Sleep in a Stick. We're good. Okay, good. Everybody's good. You're still there. Okay. This is our first time doing this, so we're a little nervous. We want to make sure that you're there and talking to us because it feels sometimes like you're just talking to yourself. So Sleep in a Stick, this is a highlighting pen. A lot of companies sell something similar. Yves Saint Laurent sells a Touche Éclat. It's the same deal. You know, ours is half the price and just as good a quality, but that's my own little infomercial. So this is basically a very thin foundation. Okay, oh, you like it, you're tired of your standard brown. Good, see? And this purple isn't scary. Nobody's gonna walk up to her and go, oh my gosh, purple lids. No, very, very, very light and subtle. Okay, and purple is a great universal color. It looks good on brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, whatever. If you want to make your eye color pop, go for the opposite on the color wheel. So if you have blue eyes, go for more of an orange undertone. If you have brown eyes, you can do anything. And if you have green eyes, go for a purple undertone to really pop your lids, to pop your eyes. All right, highlighting pen. What you're going to do is click it up so that there's some product on it. And now the mistake people make for dark circles is that they only cover the dark circle and then they get the creepy Donald Trump raccoon eyes. We don't want those, okay? So what we're going to do is draw like a triangle. So can you tilt your face this way? And I know this looks crazy on the camera, but it's really not as bright as it looks on the camera. It's because the light is reflecting. Draw like a war paint triangle. It does not have to be perfect. It can be super, super messy. Can you lean forward so they can see that? Just super messy. And then you're going to tap this in with your finger. And the reason you tap it in with your finger is because you want to emulsify the product so that it goes right to your skin, and you don't want to smear it away because then you're just taking away what you just did. And I'm just going to tap it in and then show you the difference on both sides. So what this does is because it has light reflectors, it immediately flattens that area. Can you see that? How that makes her look just a little bit more awake and alert. And if you tilt your face back and forth, the light will catch you in different ways. So it's just going to flatten that out visually. If you put your glasses on, you could probably see it. Especially people with glasses need to have a bit more highlight underneath their eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you see that?
God. That's
right?
like magic.
It's magic. Sleep in a stick.
Like magic.
So you want something with a bit of a yellowy peachy undertone. Don't go something too white. You want something with a bit of a yellow or peach because it's going to, this is called a highlighting pen. As some people call it an under eye circle corrector. We call it a highlighting pen. So, and shade 2 is what most white people need. Just, you know, or shade 3. If you have more of a, she has more of a purple undertone to her under eye circle. So I'm going to go for peach to go across that. So that's a shade 3. Most, like Stephanie's obviously a little darker than some people are. So most people in the upper range of the Caucasian persuasion are going to need a bit more of a yellow undertone to counteract a blue under eye circle. Okay, so it's really just picking what works best for you. So you click it up, get some product on, not too much, not crazy, and then really messy, crazy triangle underneath. And don't forget to get into this little tear duct area and then tap it in. Promise not to stab you with my nails. Tappity tappity. Look up so it doesn't look like I'm coming right at your eye. Pretty and highlighted. See? Awake and alert. A lot of my clients keep one of these with their makeup, and then they keep one in their purse for those times when they're dropping off the kids at school, and they look in the rearview mirror and go, oh, no, I look dead. Okay, this is a great way to look like you've had sleep. Then what you do with the excess product, and I'm actually going to click it up a little bit because I'm not sure there was a lot of excess here, but whatever's left over, I'm going to do this. I'm going to scribble down the center, go straight down the center of the nose, go around the mouth, and then give yourself a little beard. Pretty. Okay, and then you just tap that in. And what this does is it's going to draw your attention to the center of your face, making you instantly more thin and more bright and highlighted. We often call this, sleep in a stick, or we call this the holy cow pen because it is the holy cow effect. Okay, then we have to do the undertone, so we have to do the contour. So I'm actually going to do 2 different kinds of contour for you. I'm going to show you one kind. This is more of a deep contour. So this is with a hazelnut eyeshadow. That's it. If you think about eyeshadows as pigments, instead of thinking of them as only for eyes, you can use eyeshadows in a multitude of ways. I'm going to use the hazelnut eyeshadow.
What the color
is. Oh,
is.
sorry. It's just a matte.
Like, so, yeah.
Sorry. It's just a matte brown. It's just a shade darker than her face. You don't want to go too crazy, okay? We are not doing crazy dark black contour. And hopefully this shows up, and if not, I'll go to a deeper contour, even though she'll look crazy in real life. But
I'm
that
just going
way,
home from here.
That's right. That's right. That way she can look good in natural light, okay? Take your cheek brush like this, so flatten it so that you get a nice defined area. Can you turn your head that way? You're going to follow the natural cheekbone. And some people say to me, I don't have a cheekbone. Yeah, you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a face. So if you want to find your cheekbone, find your tragus, which is right here, and then follow it down to your mouth. That's your cheekbone. Just point it. See at that point? It's like a gun. Right there. And I'm going to just follow that with my hazelnut. Now, I did a lot so I could show you. Okay, I'm going to blend it out so she won't look insane. Okay, but can you see that? And then I'm going to take it here, right at the edges, and then again up here to keep blending, and then up to the forehead. Now you can do this with a bronzer as well. You don't have to use an eyeshadow. If this terrifies you, you can use a bronzer. It'll just be a lighter effect. And then I'm just going to keep blending it. So keep following it. It's like a 3 on one side and an E on the other. If it's not blending well enough, pick a translucent powder and put that over top so that you can have a little bit more, because sometimes you get a little bit of a grab from your own foundation. You know how sometimes you get that drag? We don't want that. Ready? Can you see the difference? Contour, no contour. Ah, good. How many of you, can you comment here, are terrified of this? Anybody? A lot of people are, right? And what it does is it helps to not flatten out your face. Because remember, especially for pictures, the camera is going to flatten your face. That's what cameras do. So again, take your product. Now you can do this with bronzer. I'm doing this with a hazelnut eyeshadow. And hold your finger so that it is flat. Can you see that? Follow the cheekbone. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow that. Then release. Go up to your temples and to the top of the head. Follow it back. And then go here. Do not put the bulk of your product here first. You will look like you have some sort of beard. Not pretty, okay? And some things only look good in dark light and not in real light. So if you're going to the bar or to the club, fine, you can mess around with that. But for natural light, and that's what we're working in right now, we want something to be a bit more of a subtle contour. And the trick here is to keep going back and forth and blending. Look at you, cheekbones for days. Are you scared? Me,
oh, yeah.
Selena's scared.
Sure. Well, I'm going to clear some of these so you guys don't disappear at the bottom of the
Now,
screen.
it takes practice. It's going to take you taking a little bit of time and taking a look at that. Now, you can also use a bronzer. Make sure it is not too orange. Ours has a really nice soft brown color. And you can see it's very similar in color to the hazelnut. So I'm actually going to go right over top of Stephanie's contour and show you the difference. You're going to still be able to see it on camera. This has a slight shimmer. Can you see that? So it's going to give you just a little bit more of a shimmery contour rather than a matte contour. That's all. That's it.
I was like, yeah, please do the other side.
Oh, I'm going to do the other side.
Like a weirdo.
And again, up. 3, 3, see that? Ah, and then E. Ooh, I feel like a Sesame Street. Ow! Oh, no. That was lovely.
Live broadcasting, folks.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you some blush and highlighter. Now, blush is back in a really, really big way. And especially if you are over 30, blush is a must. I think sometimes we forget that color is good for your face and that it's going to make you look a little bit more youthful and alive.
I'm 25.
Yeah.
25.
Me too. It's not my 40th birthday in May. I'm already adding a highlighter and a bronzer to my shopping list. Yeah. Okay. So this color that I'm going to use on Stephanie looks insane, but it's not, I swear. It's Ripe Watermelon from Mary Kay. It's got a matte pink on one side and then a shimmer on the other. And you can use this separately or together. I'm going to take my brush, same one I used for my contour, and go back and forth on it so that I have the highlighter on one side and the shimmer on the other, or the blush on the other. Tap it off. Ready? You're scared?
No.
It's not scary, I promise. And then back and forth right here, above where you put the contour. Now, do not leave it like this. It is not 1994. Okay? Because no. And then I'm going to release and just swoosh. Take it above the brow with short, quick strokes so that when you flush, this is where you naturally flush. You flush all through here. So then it looks super, super natural and light and pretty. Okay? You see the difference on both sides? And this, because it has that light shimmer, is going to create a little bit more of a highlight for you. Now, if the pink is terrifying, we have a Juicy Guava. We also have other blushes, and you can use a blush and a highlighter separately. Just like this. Pretty soft and light. Now, another thing you can use for a highlighter is you can go to an eyeshadow because it's just color. If you think of these as a palette, you can do anything with them. I like to use Honey Spice eyeshadow as a highlighter. And you just take a little bit of it, again, tap off, and right at the top of the cheekbone, go right here and then blend. See that? Can you see that gleam? Ooh, super in to have a beautiful highlight. Not for a Sunday picnic, okay? I saw a lady at Disneyland on a Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning with full Instagram face. you know, the full dark purple lip, the full matte face, the full contour, the full highlight, 2 sets of false eyelashes, and the blocked in brow. And I was like, honey, Splash Mountain will ruin that, so don't do that, okay? Realize that makeup has a time and a place. And if it gives you joy to do that, fine. But just realize that there's a going out face, and there's a staying home face, and there's an in-between face. And if you always bring your entire makeup game to everything, there is no going up from there. So it's kind of nice to have something a little bit soft and pretty that you can use for night as well. So that's just on top of the cheekbone. Just give it a little bit of highlight. See how pretty? Soft and beautiful. Any questions so far?
Yeah. That makes my duck face like game up here now.
That's right. Cheekbones for days. Hi. This is all fake. These are not real.
Except one time I was dancing and I wiped my eyebrow off.
Oh,
yeah. I was hot. I was like, oh, it's on my hand.
Did you see that one? There was one, there's a beauty vlogger or something, and she was like playing around at Target, and she pulled up a bra to her face, and then she goes, oh, I wiped off part of my eyebrow on that. I'm just gonna put that over there. So, you know, it's just a really pretty light, and you could do a naked face, like nothing but a bit of mascara, and still make your cheeks pop. And it doesn't matter whether you have a dark lip, a light lip, whatever, you can contour your cheeks. Just stay away from too much color on your cheeks. If you're going to put a lot of color on your lips, you'll look like a clown, and that's not good either. Depends on your coloring. If you are super, super pale, if you have super blonde skin and you're quite light, be careful, because what looks good on somebody with a bronze or beige foundation is going to look a little bit crazy. How did I decide the color of the blush? This is really a simple question, and a lot of people get too terrified by it. Think about your undertone. So if you tan really, really easily, you are probably an olive undertone. Okay. If you don't tan really, really easily and you just burn, you just go out and you just burn, you're pink. And if you neither tan nor burn and stay either pale or dark, then you are probably a yellow undertone. And the best way is to go to the opposite of the color wheel. So for somebody with an olive undertone, that's a green base. So something in a purple or a dark pink range is going to look best. For somebody with a pink undertone, you're going to look for something with a bit more of a blue base. So something a bit more corally. I recommend Shy Blush from Mary Kay. It's the same color as Narcissus Orgasm, the best-selling blush in the world. Theirs is $45, ours is $13. So, you know, somebody's at my door and I'm going to ignore it. That's the doorbell. And I'm going to do this and say, Case, check the door. Sorry, it's probably my son's friend. Usually you're just trying to look at the opposite color. Do not put brown on your face, okay? I know it was really popular in 1995. Don't do it. It just makes you look dead. It's really not the right color unless you're going for a bronzer, which has more shimmer traditionally than a blush, okay? And if you're going to do the apples of your cheeks, that's not where you're naturally going to flush. If you really want to know what color is going to look most flattering on you, pinch your cheeks and then find that color. So whatever color you are, when you pinch your cheeks, that flush is the same color as the blush that would look best on you. And play with some colors and see what works, all right? So that you can figure things out. All right, you ready for some lip?
Yes.
Any other questions for cheeks? Put your glasses on if you're going somewhere. Sorry,
this
not you.
This is what happens when we broadcast from a house whose children are at home.
This is my child. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're all moms.
We're all mommies. Any other questions? Cheeks? Contour? Some people will ask me, why do you take the contour up to the forehead? The reason that you do is so that this doesn't look crazy and just one big streak. And also because what the ideal shape is ideal, right? In the, you know, your face is not perfect unless it's a certain way, is an oval shape. So if you want to shorten the forehead a little bit, you can do a little bit. You can do a bit more if you really wanted to. I personally put more contour right here so that I don't get this, okay? Because that's, you know, so then, because dark shape, dark minimizes, light brings forward. Okay? Questions? All right. So lips. We're going to use a lip liner. Anybody scared of a lip liner? Some people are scared of lip liner. Lip liner is a great option for you because What you can do with a lip liner is that you can define your lips and then just wear a gloss so that you're not doing a lot. You can just define your lips with a lip liner and have a beautiful matte shade. And you can also create a shape where there isn't any. I'm going to show you just a really easy way to line your lips, and then I'm going to amp it up for a second and show you how to contour your lips to make them look bigger. That does not mean drawing outside of the line.
Ridiculous.
Okay? Yeah, no, okay? We're not drawing outside of the line today, all right? You can if all you're doing is taking a picture on Instagram and then not going out in the daylight, because we can see it. We can see it. And I'll just want to be like, okay, don't do that. Let me just clean my hands now that I just totally licked them.
I appreciate her attention to hygiene.
I like hygiene.
Just going to clear these.
Good.
We won't be trying to read the... Not that I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm blind as a bat. And so I'm just like, I've been wearing glasses since I was 8.
She's like, I can't see anything. So you can insult her while her glasses are off if you prefer. But she'll see it later, so I really don't recommend
the historical.
it. So our lip liners are a standard twist up. I like a twist up liner better than a sharpener because the sharpener can be quite sharp. And then you get a really defined line. You want a softer line. You don't want, I mean, this isn't.
When you wear really dark though, because I've seen, Instagram, where that line is like a razor.
Yes.
They're using a sharpened pencil.
They can use something like this. Ours is a mechanical. It has like a Crayola sharpener tip, you know, those ones, so that you can just sharpen it and create a really, really sharp lip. Yeah, and you can, if you're doing a super matte, you know, the super matte,
dark,
yes, and standard, most people don't. I mean, most people who are on this broadcast probably don't want to do that and are terrified of that.
I do that. I was wondering.
No, I know, but like, and we can create a really sharp line with this.
Yeah.
But so you just want to sharpen it up
That's
a
what I
bit
was
more.
wondering about.
But it's super pointed. Like they can be just very. They create that. You want a thicker line. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, you're gonna do an X at the very top. Rather than trying to trace around the lip. Okay, because some people try and trace around and then they end up with like, no. Okay, we're just going to do that. Do not do this and go downwards. Go up. The reason we go up is because it creates more of a rounded line. We have a tendency to go straight when we go down. When you go up, you get a softer, younger lip. So you're going to start from here and follow it up. See how I get a nicer, softer line? Can you see that? If I go down, and actually I'm going to do it on that side, okay, just so that I can show the difference. When I go down, my hand has a tendency to go super, super straight. So can you see how this is a bit more rounded and that's a bit more flat? I don't want the super flat. Super flat can look very thin, and you want a more plump lip. Which colors work best for dark skin? Which do you mean, for blush or for lipstick?
Probably I think there's a little bit of a lag.
There's a lag. Okay.
I'll wait. Yeah.
I can wait.
So what you're saying is I have a nice young lip on this side and an old lady lip on this side?
Well, you know how you see people with like too much liner and then they look like really harsh? Yeah. You can look really harsh and mean. And that's a very easy thing to fix. Go upwards. And just round it. It's just going to create a nice rounder line. It's just a natural way to round the line. Sorry, Kay. Hopefully.
We'll keep going, and then as soon as it pops up.
As soon as it pops up, we'll answer the question. Okay. Then go to the bottom. Resist the urge to draw outside of the lip line. This one you're just following. Do not, can you open really wide for me? Oh, sorry. For lips and blush, you can either choose something that's more of a similar undertone, or you can go for something that's a bit brighter. What I find for my bronze and ebony skin clients is that they like a little bit of a brighter, sheer color. So they would go for the bright oranges and the bright pinks that terrify the rest of us. And in blush, these look amazing on dark skin. Juicy guava and ripe watermelon, these really intense colors, look super great on, I have a lot of clients that are women of color and they look so good. with these colors. So something brighter. Try to, you know, I think there's a tendency, and especially people who don't know how women of color look, to go for like a really dark brown lip. I don't like that. I prefer something bright and cheerful, not insane. Don't go for something like, you know, so you can see somebody with like a, you know, those pale blush pink lips. Yeah. Don't do that. Resist the urge. I know it's everywhere.
So you want like a little orangey coral.
Yeah, like a coral or a bright, cute pink, or but not a blue pink, not a baby pink. Something that's going to stand out against your skin, and play. It's okay to play, and it's okay to look at different colors. Take advantage if you're going to a store of a return policy. Please don't put testers on your hands or on your face, please, because gross. If you have a Mary Kay lady, or if you don't, you can talk to me, and we do free one-on-one appointments with anybody so that you can go and see all of the different colors that you want. So I don't know where you're tuning in across Canada. You can find a Mary Kay lady at marykay.ca and just put in your postal code, and she'll bring. I have every single color, and it will bring every single color. Look for a director. They generally have everything, okay? All right, so then now that I've got that, see, and what I want to not do is do this. I'm gonna do it on one side. This ends up to be like, why so serious? You wanna know where I got these scars? This is not good. Do not go all the way into that corner, okay? Because that can really, really, really make you look like you have some sort of weird wide lip. However, if you're finding that your lips are really, really tiny inside, you can expand that. So play with your lip shape. So keep it just sort of there. A lip brush is going to be your best friend for this, because rather than just filling in the whole lip with the lip brush, with the lip liner, which I can do, I'm just going to take the lip brush and soften that line. See how it's naked. It has nothing on it except for some rubbing alcohol to make sure it's clean. I'm just going to pull that color down towards the lip. Okay, soften it. Now I'm going to show you quickly how to contour your lips, because this is really cool. We do this with a Kylie Jenner lip tutorial. You're going to draw another line in the center, like this, and then one line here, and one line here, so it looks like your lips are split. Can you see that? It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, are you going to
one moment? I want to Snapchat this
weird contour
moment of lip contouring. Perfect. Okay.
Then you take your trusty highlighter pen and you go in the naked spaces with your highlighter and tap and on top and tap. Do not leave it like this.
No.
Why not? Why not? I don't understand. On Stephanie, we're going to go with a purple, and that's what we used as a plum lip liner, because Stephanie has a beautiful olive undertone, so we can go with a purple base. You can find your correct color. This color is called Mystic Plum. I did put it onto a tray because I don't dip from my testers, because that's disgusting. And then I'm going to go right over top what I did, and I'm going to have to, otherwise I'm going to end up doing a crazy joke of lips, and then that's not good. And zoom in. Now, this is not a daytime look because we'll be able to see the lines. But if you are doing an Instagram, so you can Snapchat this now. Okay. Well, and you should be able to see.
I need to put in what we're doing.
Yes, you need to put in what we're doing. Any questions while we're
While we're Snapchatting.
Snapchat.
We are. Ooh, fancy. Nice.
And what happens is it just make your lips just look a little bit more full. If those lines make you crazy and you're just like, I'm not doing that much, take your highlighter and just put it here in the center. Tap that in and then put your lipstick over top, and it will make your lips look just a
so you
little bit more
can see
full.
From the window light, because that's what we're using, how you can see those lines. Because even I can see them when I don't have my glasses on.
Can you see them though in your picture?
No.
So that's the thing. It's really an Instagram thing. It's very popular for Instagram. It's like something for nighttime. It's not something for day. Okay. If you want a really simple contour for day, you can also just put a matte lip on and then put a gloss right here in the center. And that will just give you that natural light reflecting thing. And you notice your urge to be like,
well, my face kind of sits that way.
Yeah, it does. I
have a naturally pouted mouth.
It gives her less RBF. So
does it really? Like, do I look good. Nicer?
She does. She looks totally okay. If you want a matte lip, I don't recommend a matte lipstick usually. Matte lipsticks contain a lot of alcohol and they dry your lips out. And a dry lip is an old lip. And while it will look good in your 20s and 30s, when you have an older lip in your 40s and 50s, you will be sad. Because it happens a lot. I have a lot of clients who are like, oh, I wish I'd taken better care of my lips. Remember that the first places to age are your hands, your neck and cleavage, your eyes, and your lips. It's not here, okay? So you want to take care of that. What I love to do is to use a translucent powder to create a matte lip. So what you do is just take, and a translucent powder is a white powder, not that kind of white powder, just a normal. It's clear. And ours has little micro reflectors in it. So it kind of acts like an Instagram filter for your face all over. So what you can do is just go right over top because it's not going to add bulk in product. So it doesn't feel sticky. And
it's just weird.
It's weird. Like suddenly there's a brush on your face, right? And then I'm going to do all over with that powder, but a different brush because I don't want
plum colored streaks all over my face.
If you want your lipstick or your makeup to last a long time, and you want to buff out any imperfections, a highlighter or a translucent powder is going to make a big difference, especially with a camera. Because like I said, it's like an Instagram filter. So it just makes you just look a little bit more flawless. Okay? Good? Now I'm going to just show you by adding in a lip gloss. So that is this middle one I'm going to use in the new Patricia Benaldi palette. So it's got a bluey pink undertone, so it'll work really well. And I'm going to, hang on, dig it out. Sanitize. This is why this palette looks like crazy, because all I do is dig out of it with a Q-tip. And all I'm going to do is take it to the center of her lip. With the lipstick as the base. Look at that. Lips for days. Any questions? Now to set it all, set it and forget it. You're going to use a finishing spray. That's the same finishing spray we looked at before. Close your eyes. Do it in an X and then a T. X, X, T, T. Done. It's like hairspray for your face. It's gonna keep everything on. You can open your eyes. It won't.
I was like,
she's like,
then what happens?
And then Stephanie never was seen again. It's just gonna keep everything on. You know, the cool thing about finishing spray is it can work for sweat as well. So if you have sweaty areas, swass and swoop, it's great for that. You can also put it here in your hairline to prevent any sweat from falling into your eyes at the gym. You can put it under your armpits. You can put it anywhere, any kind of finishing spray, and it will help with that. All right. We have time for some questions, and Stephanie's going to put her glasses on.
My glasses on so I can actually see. Pretty.
What do you think?
Very nice.
Are you going to Snapchat now?
It's so fancy. I will after. We'll get
so fancy.
Now I'm like, it's Thursday. Where am I going to go?
I know.
I also realized I am wearing the same color as your palette.
You are.
I match.
She does. Look great.
So here we'll do a side by side. Ta-da!
Oh.
Any questions?
You know you want to, because we don't want to sit here all night long. No?
There's that delay that we're just like fighting the delay. We'll just sit here hanging out.
Making our pouty lips.
Oh.
Now I feel like I need to up my lip game because I'm looking at your lip game. Like, I'm gonna put some gloss on.
I was going to ask a question, but I can't remember.
What was it?
No words. I had no words.
Yeah, she has no words.
She's going to fix her lip.
I'm gonna up my lip.
Well,
game.
look at her. So fancy.
So this is the corally color in that palette.
No questions? No one has any questions? None.
We're such good teachers that you just know already what to do.
Clearly.
No?
They're like, no.
Okay. So you know how to do your eyeshadow. You know how to contour. You know how to do those things. You don't have to do 12 shades of foundation to do a contour. You can see that Stephanie has cheekbones for days, and all we did was a matte brown eyeshadow. I know you're not pushing product, but am I allowed to give?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. So really quick, this is a spring limited edition. Sorry, the question was, I don't know, can everybody see the questions?
No. So.
Okay, so the question was, I know you're not pushing product, but can you give a rundown on the prices? I sure can. So the really cool thing about Mary Kay is we have a 100% guarantee on everything, and your consultant doesn't lose any money by having something returned. So you can experiment and try some different things. Like I said, we have an opportunity to meet with your consultant one-on-one and try anything. I'm located in the Calgary area, so if you are around there, you can message me and find me, okay? This is the Patricia Benaldi Limited Edition Spring Compact. It comes with your 3 lip glosses, and I feel like I'm on Shopping Channel now. It comes with, and you're gonna ooh and ah now. Ooh! 4 eyeshadows and the 3 lip glosses. It's $45 retail. It comes in this beautiful, it's very trendy to have this cardboard case. So happy to book up one-on-one. Oh, thanks. So yeah, feel free. My booking link is calendly.com, calendly.com/CarolMK. And we can add it so that you can see somewhere. It, okay? So this is $45 retail. I did that. Before I did that, I did Beach Blonde Cream Eyeshadow. This is $16, and it lasts forever. Built-in primer. You wear it.
I do wear it,
yeah. The foundation is $23.50. Our mineral powder brush is $12. What else? And then we did hazelnut eyeshadow, $9. It comes in its own little plastic container, but we've won a lot of awards for having an environmentally safe product. So what's cool is all of ours are in a metal compact, and then all of our compacts, you can build your own compact in a smaller version than this. This is a display palette. They're magnetic, so they can stay in, and then you can create your own palette however you choose. So hazelnut eyeshadow is $9. Honey Spice, which we used for the highlight, again, $9. And again, it's an eyeshadow as well. Your ripe watermelon blush or juicy guava, depending on your skin tone, is $20. Bronzer is $20. Help me. Highlighting pen. Shade 2 highlighting pen is $20. And then lip liner is $16, and our lipsticks are $18 or $19. That's it. And finishing spray is $20. Like, everything's really inexpensive. We are a high quality, high salon end line without the overhead costs. So we are not, we don't have to worry about any of those things. Our competitors are your Chanel, Estee Lauder, your Dior, all of those department store makeup brands. And so we are a top 5 global brands in makeup and in skincare. So we have a lot of different options for you. Good? Was that infomercial enough?
We only have 15 of those left, Carol.
If you call today,
yeah,
I'll throw it in.
Amazing.
Yes.
No. Yeah. I have a question for you.
Sure.
So, because I've read conflicting things about when you wear glasses, like I literally cannot see.
Yes. Whether
to go dark with your eye or not.
There are 2 different schools of thought on that.
Yes.
Okay. I prefer a darker eye. I also have a deep set eye. So then I find that when I don't have a lot of makeup on, I sort of look tired and disappeared. Some people, though, if you have a more protruding eye and glasses, and then you put a lot of eye makeup on, you look insane. Remember, your prescription matters. So if you are nearsighted or farsighted, that matters. So if you happen to be farsighted and you have thicker glasses that magnify what's underneath, you have to go light on your eye makeup because it will look twice as big as somebody else. I personally believe that the darker the frame, the darker the makeup can be in order to balance it. And then you can also do a darker lip. However, if I were doing my face like this, I don't know that I would go with a dark eye and a dark lip except for night. I would choose one or the other. Right. Okay, so if for Stephanie, because I know she has a dark, she already has, it's basically like wearing a smoky eye every day when you wear glasses. So then you can wear a darker lip at the same time and it sort of balances it out. But in real life, you're gonna choose one or the other. So if you're going to go for a really dark eye, go for a really light lip. Not crazy light, not disappeared, and not super, super nude, because that can make you look dead. But something in the middle. Keep the shimmer on the lid. That's the key, is to keep the shimmer, or if you're using a matte because you have older eyes, keep the matte lighter color here on the lid to bring that lid forward in your glasses. And mascara is a must. If your mascara is, if your lashes, if you're so blessed that your lashes are so long that it hits your glasses, then what you want to do is curl your lashes first, because that makes a big difference for your lashes. So just make sure. And I am a firm believer in curling your lashes every day. Anyway, we don't.
And Carol took me off to buying a heated one instead of the scary torture implement.
Yeah. Like if you're worried about the clamp.
No.
Because you might sneeze and rip out all your lashes at once, which my friend Kyla did in college. Then a heated eyelash curler. Who makes yours?
I bought mine from Sephora.
And who made it?
It's their brand.
Maked it.
It's.
I just said maked it. I have 2 degrees. I sell lipstick for a living now, and I said maked it.
It is a Sephora brand product that was ridiculously expensive. So I would shop around. I didn't check how much it cost and just went, you know, when you're at that moment where you're like, oh, okay, yeah,
okay, for sure, I'm rich.
I want to be the woman
who
is going, I'm sorry, this little thing with one battery and it costs this much.
Yes,
but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice because then it kind of gives you that security that you can not rip out your eyelashes at once. And I don't recommend heating up your metal eye. You hear that, you see that on BuzzFeed all the time, like ways to curl your lashes. Heat up your lash curler with a blow dryer. Fabulous. And then when you burn all the hair follicles out, I have a lash and brow growth serum I can sell you, because that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, so darker eyes are okay. Lighter eyes are okay. Whatever you feel you look best in is obviously okay. The thing about makeup is it's designed to give you joy. If it doesn't give you joy and you're using it to hide, that's not okay. You know, your face is beautiful. It doesn't need to be hidden. You can wear as much or as little makeup as you want, and it's designed to be fun. It's meant to bring forward what you like and not hide your flaws. You do not have flaws. You are perfectly and wonderfully made. And it's my mission in life to empower women and to make them feel great about themselves. So to bring forward the things that you already have and that you love. If you don't love your cheekbones, don't contour them, because if you feel you don't even have any and then you contour and it feels like you're just wearing a stripe on your face, focus on something else. Bring something else forward. You know, Stephanie has beautiful and amazing lips, and I know that that's something that she goes for when that's the first thing you reach for in a comfort zone, right? Yeah. Is to bring that forward. I'm the same way. I like a dark lip. I definitely use my mouth a lot. I talk a lot. So I was going to go to attention. I know
like, this is not an adult broadcast.
This is not actually an adult broadcast, but I like to bring attention to my lips and to my cheekbones, because I feel like those are important for me. Those are my things that give me joy and make me happy about my face. My eyes I could care less about. I wear a lot of makeup or a little. It doesn't really matter. I'm wearing a little bit more than I normally do because I wanted it to show up on camera. Okay?
And everyone with little eyes is going to hate me when I say this. I tried not to make my eyes look huge.
Yes.
Because I feel like a cartoon character.
Yes, because you have big eyes.
Yeah.
So, and what some people say to me, and often I hear this, is I put on a smoky eyeshadow and I look like somebody punched me in the face. Yeah, because you're not paying attention to the way your eyes are. My eyes are deep set. If I did what half those YouTube tutorials tell you to do and put dark black across my lid, I would look like the Crypt Keeper. It would just sink my eyes right back. Stephanie can pull it off. because she has a well-defined lid and a well-defined crease. She can minimize her eyes big time. We could put a dark color right across her lid and she would be just fine. And in fact, might prefer that. For me, if I did that, it would just sink everything in. I prefer a bit more shimmer. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, but my eyes have a shimmer here and then just a matte brown on the crease, and I like a winged liner. So I just do that. That's my daily, everyday look. I don't normally put anything underneath. I did for today because I'm going to be on camera. This is really scary to be this close.
I know. You feel like you're like right.
I feel like Grover. Near, far. But I don't normally do right here. I just did that today just to kind of define, but this is just shadow. I don't like a liner there because it can be quite harsh. I am almost 40, so I feel like it's important to not, you know, create like a harsh line on my eyes. I might do that sometimes for like smoky eye, for going out, things like that, but otherwise it's not a big deal. So just a little bit here and then shimmery here. Okay?
Any questions? Anybody else? Because we didn't use our full 2 hours, but I don't think we can stretch it out too much more.
To do 2 more. I mean, really, that's a whole other hour.
Next time what we need is a blonde model and a brunette model and a woman of color, and then we'll just do each one keep doing like assembly line style.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Maybe. Well, then we're going to wrap it up, and this will be available for replay. I have a bunch of stuff to edit out of it, though, so I don't know when that will happen. Maybe I won't.
Don't worry about it.
It was fun. If you want to find Carol, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is instagram.com/CarolMK. My Facebook is Carol Thompson MK. Or Carol T MK, whatever. You can find me either way. And then on my booking link is calendly.com/CarolMK. And then my website is maryk.ca/CarolMK. No, it's not. It's /Carol T. Okay. It was before I was all Carol MK branded. But just, I mean, honestly, if you search Carol Thompson and Mary Kay, I'm a pretty big deal. You'll find me. I'm just,
Right. If you don't already follow us, Smarty Skirts YYC, search it on Facebook, Instagram. We have a Google Plus page, but all we do use it for is this. And we are running a Super Saturday on April 16th. There's a bunch of classes, and I cannot tell you which ones they are, except one of them, which is cooking with your kids. And there's another Super Saturday in Dawson Creek, and that one is April 30th, I believe. So there's lots of opportunities to check things out, come try classes out. We're going to try doing more of this sort of stuff. One of the struggles we have with live broadcasting is that, as you noticed, you start to feel like you're talking to nobody, which is when it's nice that I can come hang out, or Dee can go hang out, or there can be 2 people. So we are experimenting with it, but it's tough. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. You had a great time. If you have any other questions, throw them in the group on Facebook, and we will talk to you later.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Bye.
There's my mouse.